Wellness family, how are you today? It is bright and beautiful here in Manchester. If you are new to us, to Wellness is Living, you are welcome. Please do subscribe and become a member of this awesome family. Today, I want to talk about high blood pressure. What? Yes, that's why I'm here. I'm just here to relax, and then after which I'm going to bring out my high blood pressure cuff and then see what my level is like, what my numbers look like. So I'm just going to go down there to show you what it looks like further down. So, high blood pressure is when there is too much pressure in your arteries. See, that's why high blood pressure is silent. It's known as silent killer. I remember high blood pressure is otherwise known as hypertension. So it's insidious, it's dangerous, it's something we shouldn't have. And if we do have it, we should do everything within our means to improve, to make it go away. Okay? So, what I want to talk about now is, which you already might be asking, why am I talking about high blood pressure? The reason it's a concern to me is that if you have high blood pressure, you are likely to develop stroke. You are likely to have heart disease, kidney failure, and even brain disease. You see why I want to talk about it? Right. So before I go any further, as you may know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm just a whole plant-based food reporter, because I have researched, I have been following doctors who believed, or rather who have been treating their patients by just putting them on whole plant-based food. So this is why I'm passionate to share the message about whole plant-based food. Okay, so, and that's my background anyway. I report science-based facts regarding whole plant-based food. So before I go any further, I think because the environment, as you can see, is very serene and calm and beautiful. So what I like to do now is to measure my blood pressure to see, because sometimes mine can be up, so I don't know until I see what the numbers look like. First, what I want to talk about is the numbers. You know, the first one, is the systolic, and systolic means it represents the pressure in your arteries as blood pumps from the heart. So when it squeezes, when it pumps from the heart, that's the systolic, the first number. And the bottom number is diastolic, which represents when the arteries in your heart relaxes after each beat. Does that make sense? So, you see, ideally, it's supposed to be, the normal range is 120/80 or less. It has to be below 120 or over 80. 120 being the systolic and the 80 being the diastolic. Right? The population in the world that have theirs like 115, well, basically below 120. But most of us here have ours way above 120, which is the recommended reading. So the antioxidants, you get it from berries, from very colorful fruits, and even dark vegetables. But if you eat too much salt, it hijacks the antioxidant enzyme, the enzyme that is capable of destroying free radicals, 1 million free radicals within a second. So it must be powerful. So imagine you send your troops to an army zone, and they hijack the captain, or hijack most of your troops. You are exposed to to the enemies will invade you. The same thing happens when if your antioxidant enzyme is hijacked. So your body is actually free for the takings for diseases. And we don't want that. That's what we want to stop. So avoid salt or keep it very low. And another thing is whole plant-based food. Yay! That's what we want. Keep it, improve on it, eat more of whole plant-based food. And if you don't know what whole plant-based food means, it means you're just following me for the first time. Check my other videos. But it's basically eating food very close to the nature as possible, like fruits, vegetables, whole grains. When we say whole grains, we mean rice, quinoa, rye, amaranth, oats, and the rest. And also legumes. Legumes means beans, lentils, chickpeas, kidney beans, and all the rest. So eat more of that. And guess what? When you eat plenty of green vegetables, they boost your nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, it might sound like a fancy word, but it's a biological messenger. What it means is that there's a job that it does. Well, listen to this, because there's something called endothelium. Écoutez, endothelium, it releases nitric oxide from your system to go and do a job. Remember, nitric oxide is a biological messenger. So what it does is that when it's released by the endothelium, endothelium means actually the lining. Because when it's relaxed, blood can flow easily. Remember, your arteries, they're not just a pipe where blood flows through. They are your organs. So when they are relaxed, blood flows easily. And then your blood pressure is at normal range. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So when we reduce that salt intake and then increase our fruit and vegetable, whole plant-based food, basically, our body is happy. And another thing I want to draw your attention to. So what I'm trying to say is that first of all, I've talked about how we can now solve this problem of high blood pressure. We've talked about reducing our salt intake. We talked about increasing our whole plant-based food intake. Now, the next thing is saturated fats, trans fat. And where do we find them? We find them from eating processed food. We find them from the cake, the bacon, the donut, the cheese, the biscuit, and what have you. Processed food, foods that are made in the factory, not from the farm. So we increase the ones that are made from the farm, and then reduce the ones that are from the factories, because we don't want them. Wow, these dogs are fascinating. So we reduce them. Why do we have to reduce saturated fats and trans fats? Because saturated fats and trans fats, they make your blood thick, viscous. Oh, hello. Can you let me touch you? So you don't want your blood viscous, you don't want your blood thick, because when it's thick, imagine it flowing through your arteries. That's why it's high blood pressure. There's pressure. It's not flowing normal. We don't want that. So, and cheese is the villain, is the enemy, because not only that is rich in salt, it's also rich in saturated fat. So combine two of them, you are not helping your body. So remove or cut down saturated fat food, processed food, basically. Now, another tips I want to tell you is exercise. Exercise, anyone can do that. Even if you don't change anything, even if you don't change what you eat, now I want to show you exercise that can boost your nitric oxide. Remember nitric oxide I talked about? Your body biological messenger. It's your body makes it. It's within the body, but you need to boost it. You need to like support it to do its job properly. So how do we support it? We've talked about green leafy vegetables, because green leafy vegetables, some, especially the dark ones, they are rich in what is called nitrate. Nitrate, and the body converts it into nitric oxide. Yeah, so eat more dark leafy vegetables, and also the exercise I'm going to demonstrate now also boost the nitric oxide. So imagine when you eat the dark leafy vegetables and do this exercise, it's like you've equipped yourself now to deal with that high blood pressure, to stay at normal range. So here we go. The first one is squat down. So you squat and then you raise your hand up. Squat, raise your hand up. Squat, up. As how many times as you can go. Normally I go like 10 times, but if you are new to it, you can always start with 5, and then as time goes on, you can increase it. So another one is a static forward march. This one is like nostalgic to me. It reminds me when we used to do march past every 27th of May, Children's Day, during our secondary school days. So march past, yeah, like that. And the next one is circular movement. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. All right? And the next one is boxing, static boxing, like that. Pretend as if you can put music on and you just be going like that. Another thing I want to talk about is, before I do the final exercise tips, is if you're not used to this exercise, if it's the first time you're doing it, you are likely to experience muscle problems. But don't worry about it, like tomorrow when you wake up or whenever you start it. But ideally, I will advise you start as soon as possible. But when you wake up, having done it the first time, you are more likely to feel pain in your muscles. Yeah, but don't worry about it. It fades over time, and as you keep doing it, you will be okay. But if you're not well, please do consult your doctor. Right, the last one is up and down movement. I'm not sure the right name for that one, but if you know the right name for it, you can always let me know in the comment section. So yeah, like that. Okay, so we've talked about squatting down, up, down, static forward march, swing movement, boxing, and then up and down. Okay, so with that, you find out that you boost your nitric oxide. So another thing I want to include when I mention whole plant-based food, if you have high blood pressure, add in flaxseed, grounded. Don't eat it whole, ground it, and then it helps. There's actually studies upon studies demonstrating that flaxseed is beneficial in calming down and bringing down high blood pressure. I hope what you've heard from me has been useful. So I think that's all I have to say today. Thank you very much for listening, and see you soon. Hi, are you in a rush? No. Do you mind if I take your blood pressure? I'm not a doctor, I'm just doing a YouTube blog.
Yeah, sure, go for it, why not?
A nice one. So, where do you want to sit?
I'll sit here, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So, do you normally walk your dog around this area?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, I am, yeah.
Okay.
I literally live.
So, why do you do that? Is it for health reason or?
Well, yeah, that and she needs to go for a pee.
Right, I'm looking for. I hope if I haven't got it, don't worry. Let me see. Oh, there you go. Do you want to like run your?
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
Thank you. So mine as well.
I haven't done this in a long time.
All right. I hope the numbers will be good for you. So do you want to roll your sleeve? Let's do it. I'm not a doctor, by the way, you know that.
Oh no, that's fine.
But I studied food and nutritional biochemistry. So I'm like,
Oh, cool.
I'm promoting people eating natural food, whole plant-based food.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well as what you're doing. Have a dog, walk around, admire nature.
Yeah.
Because they boost your mood.
Yeah, definitely. I actually went and did that today. I went for a walk somewhere where it was very naturey.
Oh my god. Hang on. Wait.
Oh, you just
Wait,
say
you circled me.
Sorry. You're probably wondering
Sorry.
what's going on.
Yeah. Sorry, I won't be long. Let you, yeah, go for it.
So how come you guys are doing this then?
Because I'm promoting what I've just told you about. You know, people eating low plant-based food.
Yeah.
I'm promoting it on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
So tell people to subscribe on my channel.
Oh yeah, I will do.
And then to say it on the camera so that
Please subscribe.
that's it. So I will ignore this. It's still okay. It's not too much.
Okay.
But I'm thinking that because normally it's like a comfortable seat and your feet will be like flat on the floor.
Okay.
But it's not.
Okay.
So ignore it. But it's not something to worry about.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's good. Glad to hear that.
So thank you for your time.
No problem.
And you look healthy anyway.
Yeah, I try to be. I
Very
try
good.
to eat plant-based and
Do you?
whole foods, yeah.
So when you hear whole plant-based food, what comes to your mind?
Just being, I don't know, like I feel a lot healthier when I eat whole base.
Okay.
So, like if I eat a lot of like salty, fatty, fast food or like meat, I feel really heavy, like really lethargic after I've eaten a meal. Whereas if I just eat a fully plant-based meal, I don't feel as tired. I feel like I have more energy.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
And overall, like my skin complexion, all of that is a lot better.
Yes, I can see. Very healthy skin.
Yeah. So I'd say that that's probably the biggest, and all good like digestives and all that. Like it's yeah, I just try to do that.
Yeah.
It feels
So
good.
when you hear whole plant-based food, you think about fruits, vegetables,
yeah, like
whole grain.
yeah. Like I don't know why, but the first thing that comes to my mind is like nuts and like cashews
Oh,
and stuff
right.
like that. I don't know why. But yeah.
They're quite tasty anyway. But
Yeah.
I encourage people to not overdo it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They shouldn't be your main meal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're nice. They
Yeah.
taste nice. Sometimes I struggle to like not eat too much of it.
Yeah.
But as long as you eat your beans,
Yeah.
beans,
Yeah. I eat a lot of beans too.
good.
But
Quinoa,
yeah.
rice, amaranth, rye, all that. Yeah. Basically, food very close to the natural way
Yeah.
that is made. Yeah. Food. If you think farm and
Yeah.
not factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will give you an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I feel like as well with Whole Foods, I feel like people think that it's more expensive to eat whole foods and stuff like that, but I find it's a lot cheaper because I'm just buying vegetables and like rice and stuff like that.
Yeah, because when you want something,
Yeah.
you make up for it.
Yeah.
Because if it's cheap now, think about your health in future.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because if you carry on eating the wrong way,
yeah.
not even your money
Yeah.
will save you. There will come a time where you will be begging. Tell me what to do to stay alive.
Yeah.
Even your entire money will not be enough.
Yeah.
So you might as well invest, because it's not just eating. You are investing in the whole body that will take you for years to come.
Yeah.
You're investing in it.
Yeah.
So you give me the right thing.
Yeah. I mean, like that's the plan. Like, I plan on living a long life. So.
Yeah. Well, not just living long life.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
But living active, vibrant. You know,
Yeah.
when you wake up, you feel good. That
Yeah,
you're
I
here.
totally agree. Like
Yeah.
when I've eaten like a load of rubbish, I just don't feel like that when I wake up in the morning. Like if I've eaten really healthy the day before, or even like I don't know, I feel like eating healthy for one day doesn't really do it, but if I've had like a really good week,
Yes.
I feel amazing.
Wonderful. That's what we're promoting.
Yeah.
Because it's not just what you've done. And when you've not eaten that health, you don't beat yourself to it.
No.
Correct it the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, eating, want to live life with energy,
Yeah.
with vitality.
Yeah.
You see somebody,
I mean, you've got to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're greeting somebody, your whole body is smiling, your whole body is happy.
Yeah.
It's not just the weather. You blame it on the weather. You blame it on your neighbors and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's live life with happiness.
Yeah, I'm so down for that.
So, are you a student?
No, I work. I'm an
All
accountant, so I mean I'm sat at a desk all day, so I try to move as much as I can and eat as healthy as possible.
You look like a student.
Oh, thanks. I'm a little bit too old now. It's all those Whole Foods.
Yeah, keep it. That's because it's amazing that people know the right thing to do, but they're not doing it.
Yeah.
They're waiting until they're old, or when the children are grown, or when they don't no longer have any problem. But there will never be a time like that, unfortunately.
No, you got to be proactive.
Yeah, if it's not one thing, it's the other.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Can I help
how are
you?
we?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm locking the park up now, I'm afraid.
All right.
So we'll have to make our way through the exit if that's okay, please.
This way?
Yes, please.
All right, okay, thank you.
Muchas gracias, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem, you're welcome.
So what time do you open?
8 o'clock in the morning again.
And then you close?
8 o'clock at night.
Oh, wonderful, thank you.
It's because this is their home.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it becomes private
you
then
mentioned,
for
it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
wouldn't want to be here getting boozed up 2 o'clock in the morning, what it is. Well,
Okay, it was really nice to meet you.
Yeah,
and
thank
what's
you
your
for your
channel called?
My channel is called Wellness is Living.
Wellness is Living.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll remember that. Wellness is
Should
Living.
I write it down for you?
Should I
So
put
you-
it? Oh, I don't have my phone. Wellness is living. Like we just say it like 3 times. Wellness is living. Wellness is living, and I'll remember it.
Okay. Thank you. It's nice meeting you.
Lovely to meet you
Yeah,
as well.
hopefully we'll
and
meet
good
again.
luck with it all.
Yeah, thank
I hope you
you.
get lots of blood pressures.
Thank
Come on,
you.
let's go.
Thank you. Bye.